Coming to the Grand Theatre in January, Queen's Musical Theatre presents The Mikado.
Well, The Mikado was written in 1885 by Gilbert and Sullivan, and it tells the story of Nanki Poo, who is the son of the Mikado in disguise, and he travels to the town of Titipu and falls in love with Yum Yum, who is the ward of Coco, who at the time he falls in love with her is a cheap tailor. And he is condemned to death for flirting, but then he is reprieved and becomes the Lord High Executioner. So he decides that he wants to marry Yum Yum, and they're trying to figure out a way to get married.
The challenges with a production like this, I think, are preserving the inherent kind of British quality to the humor, because it is set in a fictionalized Japan. Gilbert aims to kind of make a pointed criticism of British institutions. It's a commonly used device where you kind of transplant given circumstances to a far-off place so as to suggest this kind of thing could never happen here, but of course it's far enough away that we can poke fun at it and of course criticize kind of homegrown elements. So I think it's important to try and maintain that kind of British humor sensibility, the same kind of thing you'd see with Blackadder, with Fawlty Towers, with Monty Python. It stems from that kind of great British comedic tradition that we are really trying to hone in on, which has to do with comedic timing, largeness of character, and in general just kind of like a larger-than-life stage presence.
So it is very, very exciting. When I first came to Queen's, I thought that every show was done at the Grand, so I was all excited when I was going to audition for my first show, and it was never the case. But eventually now, this is my third show at Queen's, I finally get the chance of being in the Grand and working on a professional theater, which I think is just amazing, like a dream come true. I think what's cool about working at the Grand is because it's a professional theater, and that it's so big, and that it's an actual real-life theater. It's not a school theater, even if those have lots of plays in them, like Convocation Hall and stuff like that. It's a real, live, professional theater. There are actual Broadway tours that will go and perform on the same stage. It's just that sort of experience that professional, like people who do this as a living, work on that same stage and put the same effort in, and the same number of people are going to come and watch you, and it's going to be a big event.
Yeah, QMT enjoys a really quite a pleasant and professional reputation as putting on very high quality shows, and I mean especially when we're moving into the Regina Rosen Auditorium at the Grand Theatre, we have to bring a certain level of professionalism to that. But in reality, it's nice to also remember that we are all still students who hopefully are passing all of our courses, are attending all classes, and we draw from kind of a wide range of disciplines within the student body. We have a lot of students in linguistics programs, several science students, several music students, several drama students. So we really aim to kind of synthesize the atmosphere inside so that it doesn't seem like it's kind of like a mishmash, hodgepodge, and then we get kind of like a singularity of purpose and of vision with everybody in there. And one of the challenges of that, of course, is getting everybody on board with the professional demands that a show like this requires. I mean, rehearsals aren't necessarily optional. I mean, we expect to get work done in them, and you know, after a long day of classes, sometimes it can be a little hard to drag yourself to a rehearsal, but we've had a very positive experience and a very dedicated and talented cast, so we haven't run into very many problems, and it's been overall a very lovely and kind of worry-free experience, for me at least. And my stage management team will probably tell you a few stories, but in general, I think everyone has been leaving all rehearsals with a big smile on their face and looking forward to the next one.
The Mikado is such a good, happy, fuzzy feeling play that you will be missing out if you don't watch it. The cast is amazing. everything is so nicely put together, but the story itself is a story that you can always relate to. It's a story about love, it's a story about conflict, it's a story about everything coming together, and it's got comedy in it, so you can't go wrong from that. It's just, everything's so positive that when you leave and there's a happy ending at the end, you're just gonna have a fuzzy feeling when you go home.
Kingston is raring for the Mikado. It's a play that I think this town is really has a fond place for in its heart, and I think that they're going to be excited to see our production, especially with the young talent. This is a show that I think lends itself well to all kinds of great physical energy, and I'm really excited to bring that kind of youthful energy to the cast, because this is a production that enjoys many different adaptations. This can be a stand and sing show, and it would still be great. This can be almost like a circus act, and I mean every kind of production of the show has been done. So I'm really excited to impress the Kingston audiences with the maturity of the talent that we have in the cast.
The Mikado is playing at the Kingston Grand Theatre in January. For more information, check out queensmusicaltheatre.net.